Here we have an iPhone 8 Plus that came in for no power. We already disassembled the board. And what I want to do is plug power externally and see what readings we get on the amp meter. We're going to be using the Mechanic iBoot device. You can also find this device on our website, NorthridgeFix.com. Click on shop and search for iBoot. It looks something like this. And let's go ahead and plug the connector. It plugs in to the charging Flux connector and to the battery connector. Right now the meter is showing 0 because nothing's happening. Alright, so I have both the charging connector and the battery connector connected right here. And that's the Flux cable. And if we try to power the device on, it does not power on. I see 0. Nothing is happening. No amp draw, nothing. So we may have a short on the board, and that's why we're not able to turn that device on. Let me put this on the side. Let's start by doing a quick measurement in the Tigris area here. Maybe we can measure VDD main. Meter in diode mode. We can measure VDD main right here. And look at that, we have a short. We can also measure it here. And we can also measure it right over here. We have a short. Just as I expected. We were not able to turn on the device and the amp meter was showing 0. The short could be coming from a lot of places. It could be coming from this chip here. It could be coming from Tigris. It could be coming from the chip next to it. It could be coming from any one of the caps that connects with those chips. Possibilities are endless. How can we pinpoint where the short is coming from? Why don't we inject voltage at the shorted cap, and then we're going to monitor the board under a thermal camera and see what gets hot. That would be the fastest way. If we do not do this, then it's really a trial and error. It's difficult to figure out where the short is coming from in a quick manner unless we use this method, voltage injection and thermal camera. 1, 2, and inject. Something is getting hot. Let me zoom in by using digital zoom. Look at this. As soon as I point my probe on the right, something on the left is getting hot. And that's our Tigris chip. So we found it. The problem is our Tigris chip. It would have been difficult to figure out where the short is coming from if it wasn't for the thermal camera. We on this channel are the ones who made the thermal camera popular and finding shorts using a thermal camera, and everybody else followed. So we have a problem with the Tigris right here. Let's desolder the chip. We're going to apply a tiny bit of flux and we're going to solder a new chip and hope for the best. But first, before we do, let's go ahead and check. Do we still have a short? We want to confirm that removing this chip released our short. Nice. We still have a short. Day 2. I had to leave this board yesterday because we were running out of time and we still have a short. We removed Tigris and we still have a short. The thermal camera did point us to Tigris, but it looks like something else is causing the short and causing Tigris to get hot. Or maybe Tigris was bad to begin with. We do not know. Let's take a look under the thermal camera again and see what is getting hot on the board. We're going to inject about 1.4 volts at the shorted area of the cap and see what happens. We can inject voltage at any one of the shorted caps. They all share the same line, the ones I pointed to. Let's see. We do see a heat spot. Let me do a digital zoom with my thermal camera. This is not an optical zoom, it's a digital zoom, so we're going to lose quality as we zoom in, but that's okay. I do not have a macro lens for this thermal camera, and I should be using the UNI-T thermal camera with the macro lens. It gives me a better view of what's getting hot, but since I have this one right now, let's go ahead and work with it. What is getting hot? Okay, so I'm pointing to the shorted cap that's here on the right, and something on the left is getting hot. Something right here. It looks like one of the two caps. Yeah, one of the two caps. Right here. The thermal camera is pointing me right over here. It could be this one, or it could be this one. Maybe you can start with the bottom one and see if that will solve the problem. If not, then we will remove this one and see if that releases our short. I went outside to speak to a customer. I came back and I forgot to put the microphone on. So the last part I did not have any sound. What can you do? So let's go ahead and test. I'm gonna plug the power cable, Flux, and the battery. Right there, the battery and the charging Flux, and we're gonna connect this cable to our iBoot machine. And before, if you remember, the reading was 0. Let's try to turn it on and see if this board is working now. Ready? Yes, yes, it's working. Let me press and hold. You need to press and hold and then let go. And the phone is working. It's booting up. Right now the reading is going to go up to 0.3, 0.5, 0.7, and then it's going to jump over 1 amp, and then it will settle back down to 0.3 amp. And that tells me that the board is working. It went over 1 amp, and now it's settling back down, 0.4, 0.3. Awesome. And I can feel the board is hot. The CPU is on. We did it. I'm gonna give this board to Big Boss to reassemble and test, and I'll be back to finish the video. Amazing. Big Boss reassembled the phone, and ta-da, phone is working. Phone is fully functional. Customer is gonna be very happy. We're gonna invoice and mail this back to the customer. That's it. We're gonna end the video right here. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions, and we'll do something else in the next video.